right? People remember that and they'll make a Reddit thread about it saying, wow, what a great analyst. It's turned out to be dead on.
And you're just like, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I got you, fam.
Well, so what do you think? Natus, I think this has Mitch was saying maybe Faze. I mean, it's so hard to predict these games because they're all a bit weird, but
well, Faze to me are kind of in that similar like period of transition. The one that Envy are in right now, where they're having to obviously incorporate Kiyoshima, who's still rocking the Envy logo. They have to incorporate him into the strategy somehow. And the quick, you know, shoehorn way to do it was to just allow him to have all the same spots, so there wasn't any like rotation, like need for him to learn anything new. It seems like the rest of FaZe are content with, you know, them taking the brunt of that. Actually, somebody else on FaZe having to figure out, okay, now where do I get to play? So for now, we'll see. I like the aggression here from Mazy though.
yeah, but it's also really dangerous. How come they're fighting alone? Who's helping out Rubino? Kirby just standing right next to him and thinking, this is fine. I have no problem at all. That's a fantastic grenade and a follow-up as well. In fact, 3 grenades raining in onto Kiyoshima, and that's going to make it just a little bit tough there. Fox on the stairwell now, a 3-on-4. Trying to see if they get this retake happening, and with MSL going down, it's looking likely. But Tensky, 1 shot in, and Rain with a good refract, still a 2-on-2. The bomb is not ticked far enough yet.
Well, Fox and Rain, they are going to have to try and charge in here. They haven't recovered the kit, but it is going to be on Rain himself, the man to clutch it all. And Kirby, he's going for the shoulder peek, and he just gets the fadeaway headshot. Beautiful work from Dignitas in the end, although it was a little dicey with that aggressive push into CT, getting caught out by those 2 CT players. Yeah. Still have to give it to them that, you know, they put some thought into that A take, and it worked out pretty well to start, at least, before it got dicey with Rain.
Yeah, especially with Kirby baiting out Rubino in the middle there at the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Just setting yourself up for a triple kill.
Taking time with it, man. He's like, I need to survive. I'm the boss here. You heard this guy happy? Yeah.
Maybe that was it. 1 AK, 3 MAC-10s, and 1 MP7 is frankly, in my opinion, a bit ridiculous here. I think Dignitas are taking a risk they don't need to take in this game by doing this. Why not have at least another AK or something like that? But there is armor on FaZe, and already Fox has gone down. The bomb is planted in a decent enough position considering their whole TT spawn.
And fancy that, it's actually going to work. Config will get caught out by Rain, but that's fine. And it's only the MAC-10 that they're losing. Kirby is the one holding onto the AK, and he's playing behind the front lines. And so, excuse me, it's just going to allow for them to set up. Rubino will get caught. He's got his teammates there to watch his back, though, and somehow Jacob will get the kill in the end. Kirby there to establish order, however.
That was a ridiculous exchange. He didn't realize he was in the corner, but he couldn't reload the MAC-10 in time to get the kill. It was all just ugly. Rain in a good corner here. Doubt that they're going to go and check for him, but he will just lose patience and ends up getting taken out. Config did get 3 kills, though, the MAC-10, so that's a lot of money in his pockets, and Dignitas winning a 2nd round.
Yeah, and again, FaZe are the ones, you know, going for these 4 spies. Fox, he always prioritizes his AWP, though, and he's doing more of that. He's at 3450 right now, so he will have it in the next round. Jacob going for a Zeus, though. Okay, then. Rain had some bonus money, so he gets that season 75. I mean, this is all kind of going according to plan here. It's just Dignitas now, they go right back to full SMGs pretty much, apart from Carry with a single AK. And it makes more sense in this round, considering there's no Kevlar on FaZe.
I do like the Zeus, but he's in the wrong position to use it right now. And in the fire and being shot at with a MAC-10, Fox is going to be going down. Ace, he does get a kill in, and Rain to follow it up as well. Jacob's showing up for the party. But those smokes are making life really tough. That's a great shot, though, Rain, to take down Kirby, and Tensky way out in the open, and he's going to go down. Rain now, 3rd kill coming in for him. It's all on the MSL. He takes up 1, and a 2nd to follow. And Kiyoshima, he shouldn't be winning this fight.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Bomb isn't necessarily planned for MSL, though. It's a bit of an awkward plant, but he's playing this perfectly. He's falling all the way back. Kiyoshima has to run out into the open to take the fight with him, and eventually he will get caught. Not going to be able to save that AK, though. And so that's going to come back to haunt them just a little bit. But because of all those SMG kills, they still have a decent buy. It's just that because both of those rounds were kind of dicey for Team Dignitas, dropping a lot of members, they have no bank to fall back on here. So if FaZe pick up this round, it could be FaZe's turn to just start putting the screws to Dignitas.
Yeah, they still obviously have to rebuy the armor and the whatever grenades they might have had and all the AK. So it's still a bit expensive for them, you're right. Counter grenade comes out, does 1 damage. There should be some sort of, you know, achievement for that.
This should be pretty solid, though, for FaZe. I mean, Fox holding short with that AWP. Rain is able to quickly rotate in. Dignitas trying to go for a fast one here and rush onto this B site. And both entry kills going their way. Nice 180 from Fox to take out MSL, pushing up on short. But again, Fox, he's all by his lonesome now. There isn't a whole lot that he can hope to achieve here.
Wow, that was a really quick hit. I think you are right, though. The setup looked like it was good. Once you have a sort of a rifle in the sight and you have an AWP on short, the crossfire between those two guns is going to be usually too much to handle, but they were just too quick. Dignitas. The speed was actually catching Faze off guard there. So a bit of a shame.
Yeah, that's painful for Faze as well, because they're going to feel like we made the right call. Rain was even rotating over into kitchen. So I wonder how, I mean, it's just like, there's only so much you can do when the guys coming onto the site just annihilate you, like hit those one-shot headshots with those AKs. So, I mean...
Plus, you play 2 rounds where you just have pistol armor or just pistols, and you do really well, and then you come into your first rifle buy, and then suddenly you've lost 3 men in the space of 5 seconds. That's pretty disheartening as well, and it gives you sort of a feeling that this isn't supposed to be happening at all. The 5th round coming up, they will be spreading out the money, which I don't think is necessarily a bad idea here. Just try and make it work. But only 1 person dying on Dignitas' team last round.
Yeah, so Dignitas are the ones who are feeling pretty groovy right now. 3 guys sitting around 5K, the other 2 sitting around 3K. So the economy now starting to build for Dignitas. This is the big round here for Faze. Because they save both guns, they can actually go for a force. But it's a squiggly one, man. It's not super solid. Fox and Hiroshima both pretty low on nades. So we're going to be watching Rain to have that impact again. He's been getting kills with that CZ so far, so he should be able to follow up on that. Short smoke goes down from Dignitas, though. That allows them to get up to top mid. And while Dignitas will be looking to now establish that mid control, which should be happening momentarily here.
Kiebu leading the charge for now. Not worried about the window just yet. They do have all the mid control they could possibly need. Where are they going to go with it? They have the last 2 members of the team sort of stacked up on a sort of spread out across the either side of the map there, and that's a nice angle for Fox to take down MSL. Now, it's going to make this speed push a little bit tricky. Config, if he dies up here, the bomb is going to be in a weird position.
Yeah, exactly, and that just got spotted as well by AZ. Big shot there from AZ, drops the bomb in window. Nightmare scenario here for Dignitas now, trying to establish control, and AZ is going to take out Kyobi point blank. There is a trade coming in from Rubino, but you have both Kiyoshima and Fox on that A site, making sure that he can't get any further than that. And so this is exactly what Faze were looking for. Now, shouldn't even be possible for Tensky to pick up another kill. Like they should have all 4 players survive this round for Faze now. All they have to do is camp that bomb and wait for him to come to them. Where is it?
It did drop down into window, the bomb itself, so that's just not necessarily a good idea to have the bomb go into that place, but almost going to be a headshot there on Kiyoshima, but Fox will help out. That's a triple kill for the Portuguese player, and it will be a 1-4 scoreline. So much better round there. I mean, the idea was there for Dignitas, right? They got mid-control, try and sneak onto short, but they do it after the smoke and windows already faded, so
did they
Fox
just run
had
out
that
of
shot.
smokes? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, cause
Yeah.
I instantly looked like, okay, who had nades? And I just think that they ran out of smokes, and so a little bit of an oversight there for MSL.
Ooh, grenade. They're going to run right into it, but actually only does a little bit of damage to Kebian. That follow-up from MSL taking out Fox, and it's going to leave a lot of trouble in the A-bomb site here. AC doing his best. He's going to have to get more kills, though, and that won't be possible. Kiyoshima on the ramp, and even if he got that kill on Kirby, he would still be going down almost immediately afterwards. So Rain and Jacob, I don't mind them hanging around here to try and see if there's going to be some mistake on Dignitas' side, but if there isn't, if they don't present an opportunity, then it's time to fall back within the next 5 or 7 seconds, something like that.
Exactly. Nice shot from Rain, though. Couches out Tensky. Just gets the angle on him. But again, Team Dignitas, they have the Triangle of Doom set up on this site, and the bomb is planted for them. So once again, Faze is going to have to be falling back, hoping to hold on to some guns.
How did the grenade get caught there? It looked like he was throwing that grenade for the slope. And not... It sort of, I don't know, that was confusing. Oh. Did he do like a mid-throw instead of the full throw?
Ah. Oh, maybe.
Or was he jumping back enough that it... I don't know. That to me looked weird. I don't know if I'm the only one. 5-1. And almost the worst possible scenario here for Faze. They did save some rifles, and now they're going to get reset pretty hard.
now. I like it though that they decide to go for the quasi buy. They went for the force buy the first time around. This time around, they're going to allow. I mean, they're just going to give themselves a little bit of a fighting chance, but they're still going to allow for Dignitas to pick up this round. If they don't get it to go their way, they have that single rifle on Jacob, and he's alone. They've gone for the gamble here, stacking on A site phase, because Dignitas have been showing a lot of interest towards the A site. They've only gone B with that one rush round, and they probably got the feeling that MSL, he's kind of saving that, you know, back pocket strat. Not the first thing they're going to go towards. So Faze right now, all they need to do is sit and wait, but it seems like the bait is working. Look at this rotation.
Yeah, they're being just a little bit paranoid, and obviously, if they could all be at the same bomb site, even if it's just pistols, that would definitely give them a fighting chance here. But don't want to be over-rotating too much at this point in time. Nice smoke going up just to cover them as they make it up the stairwell into connector, and ooh, almost getting slowed down by the smoke then. That was a bit scary, but they get both the entries, and Rain here, spray now one, going for a second. Great job on Rain right now. Hasn't reloaded yet, 14 bullets, but Kebu going to be there with a follow-up, and in the middle, Tensky to win the fight against Kiyoshima. Just a brief moment of hope, and Jacob here, he's been known to do this before, but now that they know where he is, I think he had to get that kill immediately. Now the element of surprise is out the window.
It is completely and utterly shattered at this point. And FaZe are going to be kicking themselves. What actually caused them to go for the rotate there and put two guys towards B? That's what I'm wondering right now, because it was only Tensky lurking up in apartments, and we didn't have eyes on Jacob at the time, so we weren't really sure like what information they were going off of there, what Tensky did for FaZe to think, you know, that this is going to be an all-out B play. Definitely awkward. Jacob not going to be able to find the last kill, though, so Kirby and Tensky both survive the round. And a very quick play coming in from Dignitas, not showing any fear whatsoever, barreling up connector and just taking control of everything.
Kiyoshima hasn't killed anyone yet, which is a bit unfortunate as well. Though a lot of these fights for FaZe right now have just been, you either get entryed or you have to show up to a bomb site and try and retake almost on your own. So there's like no really sort of decent way to play some of these rounds here for FaZe. They need to do better early in the round. Kiyoshima and Fox and AZ are all on the site, and Rain is even on catwalk, really far in towards the middle, so they could have a really quick rotation towards this A bomb site. And it looks like it is going to be an A execute as well coming up. Oh, and Rubino, he's going to be Molotoving Shadow without being able to see for the smoke. It's very clever. You can pre-aim that corner if you know what you're doing. He doesn't need to see anything. He still knows the angle because he's just not touching his mouse, so smart play.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Perfectly done. They are going to be able to actually step out here. Rubino barely survives with 5 HP, but because of all the focus from FaZe, you know, getting onto that connector area, they just get those connector smokes down. Team Dignitas, they lock out 2 players. AZ is going to dance on the edge of it, though, and he is going to make it work, picking up 1 kill of his own, but it is a 4-on-4, and AZ nearly roasts.
Yeah, but the bomb is planted in a horrible position, and there's still 2 smokes left on FaZe. If they can get the kill on the guy in Sandwich and on Tetris here, then the last 2 players are going to be essentially useless on this site here. So we'll see if that's going to work out. MSL will take down 1. Now it's taken a bit too long. Follow-up kill from MSL. Great round from him. Bomb plant and 2 kills. And Jacob going to be dead as well. Fox out in the CT spawn. Just, yeah, going to have to run away. Not really any much of a chance. And they could even try and see if they can catch him here, which is not a bad idea. But yeah, that bomb planting position is not always the good one. In fact, a lot of the time it'll backfire pretty hard.
Yeah. Because if you're holding from pit or something along those lines, bomb, you're not going to be able to see it. If you're holding from connector, not going to be able to see it.
And the 2 smokes, right? If they smoke off apartments and the ramp heading into the A-bomb site, then there are not that many positions left that are going to be really good. And the problem is, if you're at the ramp, if it's a one-on-one, we've seen this a million times, haven't we? But it's a one-on-one on ramp. If the CT gets to the bomb and just holds the defuse, you actually can't make it there in time. It takes longer. I mean, the only way you could do that is if you sort of had your knife out and ran the full way. Then maybe you could be there with like a second left, but that would be a bit of a risk, I would say.
And again, MSL's been so good on this short spot. He's going to catch out Jacob as well, but MSL right now just laying waste to mid. There will be Fox still hanging around here. He held onto that op from the last round, so he'll pick up 2 kills. Nice follow-up on Tensky on short. That should be enough damage taken here by Dignitas for them to just start calming down a little bit. So the rifles will be picked up, but that is all. I mean, it's the same strat that they used before, really. Just MSL lurks up to mid, draws attention, and then they just rush and go barreling out onto that site. Just, you know, cave Jacob's skull in.
Kiyoshima, 1 death away from the 007 scoreline. French James Bond.
French James Bond. Well, you know, we all know that Frenchmen are devilishly handsome, so makes sense. Makes sense.
feel like the British James Bond, you know, he already has, you know, a way with the women. French James Bond be out of control, wouldn't he? That'd be too much, you know. Just too much.
How do you handle that?
I don't know. On the other hand, I can imagine, you know, French James Bond's gadgets just being significantly worse. Have you ever driven a French car, Semmler?
I have.
Do you know how horrible that is? All right.
Hey man, they invented the Twingo. That thing was baller.
Jesus Christ. Twingo sounds like a category of pornography that I don't even want to know what is. It's gonna be Tensky eating a grenade really early on here. Should we try and get back on track?
No.
Even though that might be too late.
Maybe it's twins on the go. Is that it?
I don't know. We've just invented it, I think. It'll populate itself in time. Good shot from Ray. Oh!
Whoa.
Actually looked like he was about to get that turnaround shot there. They're a man down again, Faze, and there's still plenty of time. And Tensky single-handedly conquered the B-bomb side, and still Rubino feels the need to walk into A, which is just inexplicable at this point in time. They have B, they could just leave the bomb, put the bomb down, leave Rubino there, and the round is pretty much won. Instead, he walks in before the bomb goes down, and now Tensky's alone. This is a stupid round for Dignitas.
Yeah, unfortunately, that kind of mistake is unforgivable. But let's see, I mean, can Tensky actually... Tensky's still going for the win, trying to bait out some kind of a response here, but AZ and Kiyoshima, they're getting in position to wrap onto this site together, both coming in from short. Tensky does not plant the bomb for them, though, so we'll see. It's going to be a bit tough for him. He needs to get lucky, basically, and catch somebody out in the open like that. If he had to face both at the same time, that's when he died. So, unfortunately for him, he did not pick the kill up on the first man that he saw there. That was the best case scenario for him.
That was just a supremely silly round. Like, I think that round only happens when you're up 8-1, you know? You're up 8-1, you think. Because if this was, you know, Faze being ahead, like it was like a 5-2 scoreline and Dignitas finally got that position, then they would be so focused that it would never happen. It's because they're, you know, doing so well right now that that they're just feeling it.
I'm a little concerned, though.
Kiyoshima still hasn't killed anyone.
I was about to say, exactly, like...
Kill a teammate at least, do something. Just make it work.
There's still a chance for the French James Bond to come into reality here. Smokes? Well, seems like Dignitas, they're going back to the default. Rubino, again, going Palace. That's pretty much like his domain. He's just going to be chilling up there. But Dignitas might be going for that connector play once again here as they just decide to get that mid control. Tensky's going to come in from underpass. They'll sandwich up onto connector. And then maybe a little bit of a delayed take on this A site.
Rain putting up some defense there, but they do have in apartment still Rubino, so could be making their way out. MSL, great run through the smoke as well. Config going to be taking down AC. Kiyoshima goes down, so French James Bond is now in effect, and Jacob and Rain are going to be left. Just scattering all over the map.
Oh, wow. Bond? Oh, there's a word game to be played there as well. Because if you were to say that in French, right, the James Bond, it's slang for having an erection.
Oh God!
So it's like, how next level? How next level is that?
It's meant to be. It's absolutely meant to be. I didn't know that. I feel like this is the best part of the broadcast so far.
I agree. Did we learn something new?
Yeah, I'm excited that we were able to get this analysis into the game. Rain, didn't seem like he should have won that fight, but he did anyway. Config getting caught up in a wallbang there. Good job on the Norwegian players here, just trying to make sure that they keep the rifles alive, but it just seems like it's a little bit too late. I mean, this is almost what happened to Envy when they were playing NIP on Train, right? You know, lose a bunch of rounds, win a single one, then lose more rounds. And keep doing that.
Yeah, this is, I'm kind of curious as far as trying to come up with some kind of solution here on top of my head for Faze. But it's kind of tough when all you're doing is getting your head banged in, basically. I mean, AZ is not going to be playing connector this time around. He is moving up close, so they see the smoke execute coming from Dignitas. But AZ doesn't necessarily have the best gun for this. He's only got the 5.7. Still in a pretty decent spot, so we'll see if Dignitas are thorough here. Are they going to check, or are they just going to run in here like lemmings?
First shot goes through, but there are too many more coming in. Rubino, when he actually can see, he's failing to hit the Molotov, which seems a bit silly. Kyoshima, this is such a dangerous spot to be in. This is, you know, but every once in a while it'll pay off in a big way. Maybe this is going to be it. First guy coming by. Bomb is still not being planted, but once it does, you could bet you he's going to be out the gate, and he's just a little bit too early. Sort of commits too soon now. It's going to be a 1-on-3 for him. He goes for the one shot in, but it won't be anywhere near enough, and I wonder what would have happened if he had just stayed a bit longer there.
How sick is that, though? If you throw down that Molotov, it actually forced Kyoshima out into the open. So you could inadvertently find a way to check that spot.
Yeah.
With the incendiary.
Maybe there's some future theory crafting to be done there. 10-2 is the current scoreline, and Faze are once again out of money.
Yeah, Faze is just struggling now. This is kind of just throw in the towel sort of stuff. You know, he's had enough. He's had enough. Stop the fight.
He's already dead.
He's already dead. I'm not going to start crying like that little boy in The Simpsons. But
oh, Rain. They were really flashed. It seemed like that could have been more than just the one kill now. Kyoshima coming into it. Tider not getting any kills, but it's not going to happen. He actually got one, so.
And he got it with the USP in the last round as well. So props to Kyo. Oh, and even Fox actually gets the fadeaway shot onto MSL as he, you know, blows away on the wind. Now reduced to ash.
It's very sad.
Viking funeral, I guess. There's a positive there that we can find somehow.
Rain close to the A-bomb site and might be able to take someone with him, but shouldn't affect the outcome of the round. Don't see any way in which that can happen. There is nobody covering a CT spawner right now on Dignitas. And again, one of these things where you've got to think if they were really far behind, then they'd be more thorough, they'd be more careful right now. But Gabby, oh, he goes down. There's a good shot from Rain.
A lot of this just seems to be, you know, the Rain show. Trying to pick up kills. This time around, he will get shut down, so no saving that AK in the end.
Yeah, MSL with 15, Config on 13. And you're right, it's Rain 15 on the other team too. It's kind of impressive, right? They're so far, they're 9 rounds behind, and yet he's still tied for top frags.
Yeah, like he's just, I mean, a lot of the time he seems to be in position to at least pick up 1 or 2, so he's just making it a little bit more expensive round after round for Dignitas, but Dignitas continue to just power forward, and they really don't have much of an economy, Dignitas, but still, don't think that they're thinking too much about that now in the 14th round. They've done their job. 11-2, worst case scenario 11-4. They've got to be feeling giddy. And now we see a little bit of a change. Okay. So Fox with that AWP holding from CT. This allows AZ and Kyoshima to focus fully on connector, and Rain is watching short. So we're seeing a little bit of a change here in the setup for Faze. But it's looking like, again, Dignitas, they're going to go for that split. This time, AZ and Kyoshima, they're in the perfect spot to deal with it.
They really should be, and I mean, it's kind of now or never. We're really near the end of this half here. Already Kyoshima taking a fair bit of damage. He's going to get a second kill of the game for him here. AC, no one bothering to check the corner there. He was flashed the whole duration, but still managed to pick up a kill. And then it's going to finally give Faze a good shot at doing it here, but then MSL, oh, he runs out of bullets. That's a bit ridiculous. Goes for the shot there. Rubino picking up Fox, and Dignitas right back in the game.
The hell was that shot, Rubino? That was sick. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Crisp, clean headshots. The flash to buy the time for the plant. And Jacob not blinded, but Rubino, he is watching the angle, and he will get the spray on a Jacob. Unreal. Now can they just figure out where Rain is coming from? Well, now they know. Big spray coming out here from Rain, doing the damage, and he will find the kill eventually. So well done by Rain. Successfully picking up a 3rd round for his team. But Rubino, man, he did the best that he could. After a bit of a quiet half from Rubino, to be frank, I mean, he's not like delivering, you know, massive frags or anything like that. That round was a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. And still, just Rain having to do everything on his own. And actually now he is top fragging on the server as well. Why not?
Yeah, he's going ham.
It's a bit unfortunate because Kyoshima actually has been playing pretty well on this Faze team for the last couple of days that we've been casting him here. But this is a new map. I don't think we've seen them on this before, so it could just also be that he's unsure about his position, and everything is a bit weird. Dignitas do seem to be fired up as well. AZ going down, Kyoshima in an awful position here. Molotov going to be banged right in, and they're all waiting for him. Kind of impressed that even he gets the 1 kill there.
Yeah, that's where he's like, God damn it, Valve, why did you put that board there? They'd have messed it up. I'd have been fine. Maybe I get a couple kills. Instead, it's Fox abusing this cap in the smoke, and he actually gets the headshot, well, the shot onto MSL. Very well done there. Quick reactions, but Rubino's on a flank. He's all the way through window. He hasn't been spotted either. Fox has no idea. Or does he?
Yeah,
no, he just barely got spotted. You're right.
I think Jacob just saw him, but now that Molotov and the push through, that was probably never going to work, was it?
Well,
12-3 in favor of Dignitas for the first half.
Now, the problem is I'm not as fresh in my memory on like the setup for Faze on that CT side, so I'm not really sure like what kind of changes they're trying to make. Jacob usually plays B, yes. Fox on short with the AWP, yes. Going through like the mental checklist right now.
AZ likes playing A, right?
He always likes to play connector A.
Yeah.
That's his spot, so I'm surprised to see him kind of, you know, showing a little bit of a weak performance there because he is getting his spot, the spot that he dominated on or had a good while with Dignitas where he just dominated in that position, and Pimp was over on the B site. So I mean, AZ's playing his spot. Yeah, that just seems like a bit of a collapse from Faze on the CT side. I'm not really sure what to take away from it. Dignitas just, you know, going in, hitting their shots, showing confidence, and good calls from MSL. I mean, there just wasn't really much of a chance there for Faze, it seems.
Ooh, doing some good damage to Kirby early on, and he doesn't want to stick around. MSL, though, getting a little bit overzealous, trying to see if he could catch anyone coming out of underpass, but instead he got killed coming from top mid, and this is actually going to set up them really nicely for Faze. Just a great round coming in so far. Getting all the kills. Yeah,
I praised MSL a little bit too early there. Rubino, one headshot. Not going to find the second, though, and he's going to get flanked. And a very quick, no-fear approach from Faze. Barrel in through the top mid, get control of that, move up connector after you kill off MSL. And that's really frustrating for MSL because Kierby was low. He'd got Auguste at the beginning, so... You know, for MSL to peek aggressively and show himself, as soon as he dies, then there's a, you know, Faze know that somebody's weak over here, that they know that they've got somebody low. And so Faze, you know, they're just not going to show any fear when it comes to pushing onto that side at that point. Very well done. We'll see. I mean, T side, we can't count Faze out. I mean, this is where they get the AKs. This is where they can start landing the shots of their own. Similar setup here, actually, to the default that we saw from Dignitas. In fact, 3 to top mid, Jacob holding over in the apartments. He can make his way into underpass, and then Rain holding in Palace, waiting for Rubino.
Look at it. I mean, this isn't like Deagle one times, just spamming away with the Deagle, but they're actually doing good damage to AZ and Fox right now, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. It should still be phased around, but just you haven't even really got into a real fight with anyone. You're just taking damage for no real reason.
Oh, there's MSL to start. Headshot on AZ. Config is pushed all the way up in B apartments. Jacob is going to spot him, but then that's also the bomb getting spotted there. Rubino will hunt down Rain, so that's a gun picked up now for Rubino, and it's down to Kiyoshima and Jacob, the last two alive for Faze.
My god, this is awful, isn't it? Kirby coming in to help out. Jacob one shot away. Doesn't even have to be a headshot. He is going to be gone in the middle. Goes for the long grenade there. I think that's the jump script as well in play. Yep. You can see how low he's aiming when he goes for it. And it's going to be around for Dignitas. Just, I mean, Faze, the damage they took early on, I think, panicked them a little bit. And then they were like, let's slow down even further. And that gave even more time for Dignitas to take these fights where they just sort of jiggle peek the corners. And eventually it works. And that was it. I think too much respect being shown around like that, you know?
Yeah, that's where it's like in the pistol you have no fear, right? Just run in with the Glocks, go take the fights. Once they have the rifles in their hands, they just slow down a lot. And you see that happen all the time with these teams, right? Where they're brave when they have the pistols and something just, you know, goes off in their heads when they actually have the rifles. They feel like they have something to lose. And they certainly do. Fantastic shot from Fox to catch out Tensky and Whorehouse. And now, well, what are they going to do here? 2-man advantage for Faze.
Config rotating from Catwalk, I think, might be the only one who can sort of change the outcome of this round here, because they're in a very bad spot otherwise. They need him to come in here and help out, and he's going to be taking down Fox early on. That's a good start. Need another kill, though, and Rubino going to be going down. Rain just a little bit too on point with that shot, following it up, catching MSL out in the open, and Config. I think too many targets for him to deal with here.
Yeah. Oh, no. No luck for him. Thought that for a moment he might be able to catch out Kiyoshima. He will, actually, in the end. So, well done by him, but he's got the kit, he's got the D, and he's got a dream. Let's see if he can actually figure out where these guys are playing from, though. Because they have actually got a very solid crossfire established here for Faze.
Yeah, I don't see why. Yeah, definitely this is a better choice than ever trying to go for it. Still hanging around, looking for the exits. He's faking with a sound, and AC's going to bite. He made the sound of someone running away, and then he sort of walked his way back up there. That's a nice little mind game. Config showing himself to be He's quite an annoying player. Triple kill for him, and he actually catches up to MSL. Not to Rain, though. He's still just doing very well.
Yeah, Rain is still doing work. It's pouring. What is this? What is this? They don't have quite enough money. Dignitas, just go for a quasi-buy. Hope that Config can be in the right place at the right time to mow them down. Don't wreck your economy here. Just get the job done in the next round. So good to see. They're showing some restraint. I like it. What I'm not sure about is, you know, their odds. Config actually goes straight up into mid. Wow. No fear at all from him. He went for that fight, and he's going to get punished.
Yeah, but where's the rifle picked up? Oh, there we go. MSL just being a bit slow with it, but they did have a second man in window, so should be able to at least continue on with that, though nobody else has any kind of armor. Diffuse kit on MSL for some reason. I'm guessing that was Config's without any kind of a smoke or anything. We've seen ninja diffusers on Mirage before, but still.
Indeed we have. Faze have seen ninja diffusers on Mirage before.
Was that them that ran into Flusher?
Snacks, remember?
Oh, Snacks.
Katowice.
Flusher had one as well, didn't he? Where I think he was in CT spawn walking out.
Yeah, I mean, Kirby, actually both of these teams, not so much a ninja diffuse for Kirby, but that was versus Envy in Malmo. When he managed to bang MBK's head off and diffuse while the rest of the team were all the way on the other side of the map. And MBK was, I mean, MBK was, talked to him afterwards. I'm like, what were you thinking in that round? He was like, well, you know, it just happens. I thought that he might be there, so I was on the angle, but he just hit 2 headshots, and there you go, I was dead. So I was like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes that's just the way it goes.
It's a good clean-up round here coming in from Jacob. We've got 4 kills in it, and they're starting to come alive. Almost everyone, except for Kiyoshima, is still having a bit of a rough time here.
A horrendous game for Kyo, actually. 4 kills.
In 19 rounds, or in 18 rounds.
I'm trying to, there's no joke there. We can make that joke, and if he stays on 4 kills, 20 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm going with this?
But that
maybe,
was
maybe he had a good time.
It?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he had a good time yesterday.
Right.
He's trying to tell us something.
I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with it. I bet Twitch chat does too. I can just imagine it. I'm going to stop doing that. We do have Kiyoshima down to 30 and a 3 versus 5 right now. Team Dignitas really, I mean, in some senses, they should already have closed out this game. But now it just becomes a question of also sort of proving to yourself that you could do it. And I think that is important. It's sort of an important skill to have, you know. Because I think if you're playing it right now, online, Faze, probably less motivated and everything is a bit weird. But when you're at big tournaments, you could lose this game right now. I mean, Faze could switch it on and power through and win it. Yeah. And that's why you need to be able to close games out. Just make sure you win them. Don't do anything flashy, but just rely on the basics and grind out the last 3 rounds. And there's still a man up. Bomb, though, can make its way onto the site here. And if the plant's in the right position, they can't actually easily stop it.
Interesting decision there by Jacob to give away his position. Hoping to get lucky. He's going to spot the man on short, and he will win that duel. Tensky falls flat on his face. And now Jacob, he's got the angle. But he does not watch for the man to push through the smoke. Assumes that nobody in their right minds would go for that play. And while Config shows him, I'm insane, bro. You just can't handle me.
That's really annoying, actually, because obviously, you know, Jacob had to cover for CT spawn instead. So just a bit annoying there at the end. 14-6, and the money for Faze, not fantastic, but enough that they could buy mostly AKs, and they obviously have to as well. They don't want to push it on to match point here.
Let's see. Shots? MSL with the up. We've seen him being effective with it in the past. Now he definitely knows that somebody's waiting up there. He doesn't spot the shadow fast enough and just completely whips his shot. Easy with the follow-up as well. Tensky tries to have an impact on short, but he gets overwhelmed. Rubino will be able to take out Rain. This is all over the place. Very quick plays coming in from Faze, and all of that off of the back of MSL missing that first shot.
Yeah, and being that far up in the middle with, I mean, I guess he had some backup, but obviously it wasn't enough. So, I don't know, bit of a big risk, and also just the speed of Faze, I think they're catching them a bit. Rubino, though, trying to make it expensive at least, making sure Faze don't get out with too much. Don't see a way in which he could sort of be able to get the round back. Oh, what's that?
What was that? Was he like, MSL, why are you so garbage?
Yeah, why did you give that up?
How'd you miss that shot? That's going to be, you know, we're looking at high graphics right now. That could be MSL, you know, playing on low. So we see the shadow, but he doesn't, right?
Does anyone play on low?
Some people, I play on low actually. I play on medium for the most part actually. Medium and low combination of the two. And then high shader because I've got a tiger tooth. Obviously, need to see that, you know, that yellow on the knife. But
All right.
otherwise, it turns into the mustard tooth, and it isn't that good. So.
The mustard tooth.
Sorry, man. It literally looks like you dipped your knife in mustard. It's horrible.
Sounds awful.
How salty do you think I was when Valve messed up that update? Had AMD cards, and so I couldn't put shader detail on high, so I had to play with the mustard tooth because otherwise it would like CS would crash. I was like, what?
I kind of do want to see that now. I don't think I've ever seen that, but
well, it hasn't. Yeah, they patched the bug at least, but boop.
Looked like the sort of shot that Jacob maybe could have hit there, but just gonna get put out of the round via that saved AWP that Rubino has. But MSL will be going down. Tensky to follow into the grave, and obviously FaZe have essentially won the round here. I mean, they have an AK, they have an AWP. Why risk it?
Yep. AK, AWP, and a single CZ, and Kierby is going to be the one poking around because he's got the pistol. So very well done. And there should be no way that FaZe lose any guns here to Kierby. If somebody does, instant ejection, like they have to play 4v5 because his CS just automatically uninstalls.
Yeah. I mean, this is, again, with, you know, just talking about closing out the game here. They should be able to. They lost that previous round to sort of Tech9s in the middle. Whether MSL misses or hits the shot, it still shouldn't be happening.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Still rain.
All the time, it seems. He's just doing so well. Triple kill in this round. Looking for more. He does get tagged a bit. Making the cross, but that'll be the end of the round. And a 14-8 scoreline. 25 kills on Rain. My God.
He's doing work at least. You know. Divide that by 5, though. Then you get Kiyoshima.
Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Things have got just slightly out of control for him right now.
No, he's definitely struggling. Not really sure. Curious to see like where that is gonna like pan out for him on the T side. Because right now it seems like he's paired up with Jacob, moving into the apartments. They're gonna make their way into Underpass. Rubino will find success with the AWP though, and that's definitely going to help Dignitas lock this down. They are rotating over towards B. They're going for a massive rotation, in fact, and well, they were in a good position, Dignitas, to deal with this push that's going to come in from FaZe. It looks like FaZe are gearing up to go through connector. Now, however, it might get nasty considering they have 3 players over on B. Yes, Rubino, rotate back through kitchen.
Bit of a grenade to try and buy some time here. MSL going for the early fight then. He looked like he did so much damage early on. Kirby will follow it up, and Jacob's still very nearly dead. And this being a 4 versus 3, still a very good opportunity for Dignitas to get that 15th round. Bomb making its way still. FaZe not even thinking about sort of switching up and going back to B or anything like that. They're just powering through, seeing if they can make it work. Rubino catching the angle there. Grenade in once, and they're getting real close right now. Kiyoshima looking for the opening. He catches out Tensky, goes for a follow-up spray. Gets shot right through the box here, but it's not going to happen just yet. Now all on config in a 1-on-2.
Everybody low. Perfectly timed flash as well. He actually... He felt generous. He said, Kiyoshima, I got you, bro. I know you're lagging behind a little bit. That's your Molotov, right? Good. All right. Sacks himself to give Kiyoshima an extra frag.
It's the sort of play that's so cool if you have 100 HP, because then they won't expect you to be running through the Molotov, and you could catch someone, you know, running out of the bomb site, maybe after the plant, but obviously not this time. But that was Dignitas with the saved AK, with the AWP. They've rebought everything now here that they have money for. MSL going for the peek. He only gets the leg shot in on AC, or the sort of shot for the side of the wall there. Tensky going to be following up and taking AC out. And again, a round where Dignitas start off well. They really, really should just close this game out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this is exactly. Close it out, boys. You're way ahead. There's no way that FaZe should be getting into double digits in this map, considering the first half that you had. And so there might just be a little bit of the trigger happening here. Rubino's holding in CT with that AWP. They're just spread all out. They really are sold on this idea that FaZe wants to constantly go towards B. They keep cheating guys over there, and then they get out. Then they're out of position when it comes to the A retake. So Dignitas, come on, make up your minds.
Oh, they could boost config up here and he could look over the box, and it's something I've actually wondered why more people don't try and do, although if you're going to fail it, then it's definitely not worth doing. Good spray coming through. Kirby continues. And that will be a triple for him. Rubino taking all the damage in that fight and only getting 1 kill for it, but 15-9. And finally, it works out a little bit at least.
Yeah, something goes their way. Something goes their way. So, what is next, though? Well, I mean, they do actually have some economy, so they could keep the pain going phase if they wanted to. But it is going to be all on Dignitas now to just lock it down. They've got the double AWP strat, so bit of a spray coming in here from Tensky towards top mid. He sees that short smoke go down, so he knows that people are going to be running behind it. And MSL, again, same exact peek that he went for, and this time it works. He tagged him last time, but he gets the kill on this one. And so now, once again, man advantage here for Dignitas. All they have to do now is keep their cool.
Well, easy. That's a beautiful shot just on the top of the wall there. Jay come to take down Tensky, and Kirby going to be peeking as they come through the smoke. He gets one. Still another 2 people in there. Second follow-up, and the bomb is down. Rotation should be called in. And AC still back there. He's got 10 bullets left here, Kirby. He just had the triple in the last round, and he might go for it again. Conflict going to steal that one, and now Rain in a 1-on-3, and it will be Dignitas taking the map away after a bit of a struggle in the second half, but their first half was so good, it would have been a crime if they had lost this map.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. There was very little chance there for FaZe to run it back in the end, so FaZe really just, what they ended up doing is getting, getting practice. Ended up just kind of like fine-tuning things on their T side, it seems. A lot of it was just, we're going to run the same strat as Dignitas, actually, which I liked to see. It was effective for Dignitas. 3 guys top mid, 1 underpass, try and go up connector onto the A site. It's just that Dignitas seemed to have it more ironed out, obviously.
Yeah,
they were more successful with it.
You've got such a small buffer for a game like that, you just have to play it almost flawlessly on your second half, and just wasn't easy, obviously. And Rain, he was carrying so much, you sort of wonder what would have happened if Rain hadn't been on point. They probably would have got whipped.
Yeah. All right, on that note, let's go, throw it over to the desk to hear what they have to say.
I approve of that.
We know.
We all know.